He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth moving chains in the game? No post office to stamp the time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the
4 on the 24.
Fuck.
Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust. We ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Dance those on the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my package, me knew my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know they're the same. Me and them know they're the same. All that them gonna know the name is. They say I'm.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants.
For
Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there. Big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Smith. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Geno on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was they backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't break. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gano for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Smith on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Smith. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll go to Barkley again. Flexing his muscle again. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
19 strikes, 19 strikes, 60 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Smith. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
The Smith's throw is caught here by Anderson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, rather look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down at 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. John Ross, 54 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing now is Geno. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd down and goal. Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really.
Touchdown, Rams! Robbie Anderson from 10 yards out. And the Rams are able to at least get one score back. To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Saquon Barkley running right. Running right through it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, here's Barkley. Bulldozes past him. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play.
Okay, ready?
Again, it's Barkley. .131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Geno. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for and finding Akers on the crossing route. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
19, Pioneer. Left wing, 19.
Throwing again is Smith. Akers back-to-back catches. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hawk 70. 19 tight. 50 Maverick.
From the red zone now, Smith. He's got Anderson on the slant. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here. 1st and goal after the false start. Again, Smith. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. They'll get this up to about the 44. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set. Red.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Black Ultra. Red cycle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense. And they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Giants, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.